The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You look at this Bears defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And this returnable for Sims.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Now Fields.
That's complete.
He will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Bobby Brown
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 72 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Make some plays out there, offense.
Now it's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Here's Jones. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
What I continue to hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down and 4. Again, it's Pacheco.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, here's Fields. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 4. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields changing the play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
On play action, Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And room there to work it inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Just take it to him.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Fields now to throw.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the first down, Chiefs.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mahomes to throw on second down.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
There he goes left side.
He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
78 yards.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Fields.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Fields throw complete there to Moore.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Again, Fields.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Chiefs, It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.